Hey guys, how you doing? All in one place. How are you? Could be dealing with a fish. If I say place, you say fish. Haddock, fish. I'm a Piscean. How you doing? So I'm going to give you daily messages and see if Spirit's got anything that they want you to see or want you to know. So any kind of messages that you want anybody to know, please, Spirit. Let's see. So you have got love on the brain, dreaming, fantasizing, daydreaming, and nostalgic. So some of you could be single here, could be going through a twin flame or soulmate kind of situation, and you're wondering kind of what is going on with your person. There's a lot of nostalgic energy, obviously, because you have dark and light energy within the card itself here. So it could be like Virgo, Piscean kind of energy. This is kind of like feeling as if that something is about to happen. That someone is about to come into your life. Some of you believe that manifesting someone that you don't know could be coming, but like it's a feeling that something is about to happen, and I have this feeling that something is about to happen, but it actually hasn't. Okay, it's for any of you guys where you've got love on the brain, you're really thinking about someone, you're wanting someone into your life, okay, but there are not much signs of it actually here. So because of brain, I'm also picking up the name Brian as well. Brian or Brianna or Brainy. Let's see. Any messages that you want the collective to hear? Any messages that are coming up from Spirit? Let's see. Show me a story. Let's see. Just show me a story. So, ain't shit, really? So, some of you are just thinking about a person, but more than likely here, thinking about the person that you hate. This is the game of warfare within one's head here, or the name Ed or Edwina or Eddie or Edmonds or anybody who said like Ed or E, okay? But like love on the brain, and it's nostalgic, and I'm thinking, I'm feeling, but what I'm thinking mainly for a lot of you is how much I hate this person. And this is the trouble why I was at the beginning a little bit skeptical of this manifesting someone into my life, okay? Because it's very difficult to be able to do it. Because some of you, instead of constantly, and I mean like 24 hours, thinking about what you want, it means that you don't have it. Okay, so if you live in that I don't have it, that can be I'm living in lack, believing that it's going to, but it never does. Okay, so because in order to manifest anything, you pretty much have to feel as if you've already accomplished it, that they're already there, that you already have that. Okay, you already feel as if you're wanted and loved, so you're not actually supposed to want it. So if you've got love on your brain and you want love and you really want this and you really want that and it's not working, it's probably because you want it too much. The only reason I'm saying that is because what is here, it says ain't shit. So it's kind of where for a lot of you, you're kind of thinking about things that you want, but the majority of your mind space is created up by possible dark energy, which is where we start to, blame past relationships or blame Spirit for it not happening yet. I really want it to be now, but why isn't it happening now? And then we start blaming other people and blaming Spirit, or maybe, it could be, like I said, an ex always being involved, or a person that's constantly negative. And every time you try to feel positive, that there's someone around you that constantly irritates you, that makes you feel negative. And it could be something around a Libra maybe. But like, I'm feeling very positive. I've got love on the brain, very nostalgic. But then I'm thinking, you arsehole, you ain't shit. So it's kind of like this love or hate kind of game that you really could be playing with the dark. Like the dark and the light is definitely what goes on within one's mind. Okay. Are you thinking very light, vibrant energy about someone? Or do you cross between thinking very nice thoughts about them and then getting really wound up with them and like thinking negative and positive and negative at the same time? Okay. Now, if this isn't about a person specifically, what Spirit is trying to get you to do here is try and relax, because I really do keep picking up that the brain of some of you or some people, it's going between negative and positive and then negative, and then some parts during the day I'm thinking positive thoughts, and then the majority of it I'm thinking very negative thoughts, and then positive and then negative. Sometimes in our day, if we have to deal with a lot of things like work and stress, okay, and we don't have time to completely and utterly just relax, okay, we can go through, even when we have sometimes, guys, when we have too much time on our own, okay, but like this, what they're saying to me is there's this process that someone's going through in their mind where it's positive, then it's negative, then it's negative, then it's positive, and I'm trying to catch my thoughts, but before I know it, I'm starting to think very negative of someone, and then very positive, then negative, or like, it could even be what they're also showing me, what some of you may be doing here, is thinking, I don't want the person that I'm with, I don't want where I am, I don't want the person that I've been dealt with, I don't want to deal with this anymore, blah, blah, blah. I want someone new, I don't want the old person that's dark, blah, blah, blah. Okay, and my mind is going between, but I want someone new, and I want someone new. And I'm thinking about nobody, but then I can't help it because all I can really think about is the person. You see, this is difficulty and why I don't believe in manifestation so much here. When life is present, okay, when present tense is very tense, okay, very tense, and it's very combative, okay, it's easier to think dark thoughts than light ones because it's easier to think what is here than actually think what isn't here. Okay, so it's kind of like this where I'm really trying to think about some things in my life. It doesn't have to be love, guys, right? Trying to manifest, and I'm really trying to think about something that is positive, but the majority of my mind keeps going back to like blaming and hatred and so on and so forth, or like frustration even. Now, I'm not on about I'm a horrible person because I blame. No, I'm on about the brain doing it, okay? The brain physically doing that, okay? Let's see. Any messages that you want the collective to hear, please, from Spirit? Any messages that you want them to hear? So you've got bad habits, drug addiction and toxicity around you. Now, if this obviously isn't anybody that's doing drugs around you, because not everybody deals with everybody that's doing drugs, I'm picking up it's more of a bad habit that I've got myself into, of a pattern of behaviour, okay, that's more toxic in nature. And it's really to do with how much I'm thinking and how much of I'm kind of like trying to balance my mind out, okay? And it could also be where I'm trying to stop doing things and starting to try and, you know, bad habits can be simple, like I'm trying to stop eating, okay? And not permanently, but I'm trying to cut down on a diet, okay? Carbs and fat, okay? Or fat and carbs. No carbs, high fat. No fat, high carbs, right? So it's kind of like this situation of like, yes to this, but no to this, but the stuff that I have to say no to, I want. Do you know what I'm saying? Camilla, alcohol, okay? If you're on a carnivore diet, that would be water, but no Diet Coke or sodas, just water, literally just water. And it's kind of like, but I really just want like a diet soda. No. It's like all or nothing, okay? And I really wouldn't say that that's a spirit message. I would just say that that's something that a lot of you are probably going through, this temptation of stuff that I really want, but I can't have it. And I really want it, but I can't. And I've got to replace one with another. And I'm trying to get used to replacing a habit with another habit. So if we go down the road, for a lot of people that may or may not relate, if you are on a diet, I'm trying to replace sugar, okay, with, well, like I said, depends what you're doing. Me, I do the carnivore diet. It's very difficult because you have to get out all sugar, no sugar at all, okay? And the sugar is in everything, man. It's like a crack habit, sugar. It really is. It's like, you know, you are like a crack habit when it comes to around sugar, right? So, because I can't have any sugar or any carbs, I can have a lot of things of fat, but I cannot have any carbs or sugar, right? So you can live great on what you can have, okay? But like, you're like, I can't even have sweetener in my coffee, right? And it's like that. Like this message, what they're saying is that, you know, there's this, I really want to give up, but do I really have to replace one for another one? You know, one habit for another. I mean, you do. Everybody replaces habits with habits. Okay. So it's kind of like that. What do I do? Who do I replace? What do I replace? Okay. Now, there could be third energies here because it could be who will replace the person that isn't here. Okay. Let's see. Any messages coming from Spirit, please, for a daily energy. So you've got lonely. You see, so love is a drug, obviously, right? Love on the rocks, ain't no surprise. But like love is a drug, but love and hate is also a drug. Because believe it or not, people can love hating on other people as well, or living in regret, or living in what I don't have, what I want, you know. And it can take up a lot of time, and it can be very exhausting for a lot of people. So you've got this lonely energy. So who out there is lonely? Okay, lonely can just be, well, I'm not lonely, but I would like someone, or I'm really lonely and extremely lonely, and all I think about is being with someone, blah, blah, blah. Those two energies work, but this doesn't. So it means that what you've done is that you've picked up a bad habit of actually believing, or probably listening to a load of bollocks, is the fact that I'm supposed to think about what I want. No. It's not about what you want or what you need. It's about what you have. Okay, and if you feel like you've already got it, you feel great because you feel that you're living in that vibration with someone or with loads of money. Okay, so if you can't get to that state of mind, it's very difficult to get to that state of mind if you don't have it. Believe you me, it is, right? Try living in a cardboard box, okay, not think about how fucking cold it is out there with nowhere to live, and try to manifest money by believing that I already have it. Try that one, right? So like I said, this can be what Spirit is trying to get you guys to understand, is that a majority of that shit that you may have picked up along the way could just be the Mandela effect, right? It's the fact that if I can constantly keep thinking about what I want, okay, one day I might get it. But they're saying, no, it's actually the opposite. Because you're actually really, truly, honestly knowing that you're actually on your own and that you're lonely. If you are lonely, your vibration goes down, because suddenly when you try to manifest anything, you soon like check on a week or two and think, oh, well, it hasn't arrived yet. I'm not like, you know, when's this going to bloody happen? And before you know, your vibration is gone, bam, you've just had to start again, okay? Because when you're manifesting, you can't think any negative thought whatsoever throughout your whole day, okay? Because trust me, when it comes to the truth, thinking negative feelings throughout the whole 24 hours of a day, or whenever it is that you're not sleeping, the chances of something really annoying you or frustrating you, or money or work or loud noises and stuff like that, your brain will go to a negative part. It really will. It'll go to frustration. So that's basically impossible for humans to do that. Okay. So what they're saying, whether you like this or whether people don't at the moment, the people that may be really suffering by wanting a relationship, but there actually one isn't here, is because there's a bad habit that is formed about actually projecting onto a spirit and not being grateful for what I have, which means, well, I want more because I'm lonely and I've gone through all this crap, and where's my reward? If I've just gone through a divorce and all this shit in my life, or I've just gone through loads of absolute shit in my life, I deserve something. No. Well, that could be the card message, but what it's saying is that someone's projection is, after all the crap and after all the shit I've been through with him or her, or in life in general, because my life has been so crap, I deserve something. Okay, so if you guys believe me or like it or not, okay, if you look at a child, and if you had a 5-year-old child that was pulling on your leg and went, oi, grown up, poof, and kicked you right in the shins and said, oi, Biggie, look down here, I deserve a PlayStation 5, get me one. That's a human talking to a spirit, God. Oi, big fella upstairs, I deserve more than what I've got, because what I've got is nothing. So do you live in a cardboard box? Do you live on your own? Are you without a partner? Is that really so bad? But I'm really picking up that kind of vibe here, okay, of blame, okay? Blame doesn't get you anywhere. It's become a very toxic, bad habit. Now, I very, very, very much doubt a lot of people would be saying bad habits, drug addiction and toxicities, but everything is a drug. Over excessive thinking is a drug. Food is a drug. Sugar is crack. Okay, sex addiction. Okay, spending loads of money, addiction. Okay, staying in too much, addiction. Janice is, whatever the word is, Jan's addiction. Let's see. So, what is this love on the brain for a general message for everybody, please? What's love on the brain? Love on the brain, baby brain. So, it's the Empress. So, someone's either thinking about a possible Pisces, or it's a Pisces thinking about daydreaming, living up in the clouds. Like I said, man, I am a Pisces, and I know how that can get, and I've snapped out of that. Pisces, depending on where it's placed, can be very dreamy, wanting things, and like me, I would love to have a really big channel, but I don't, and I think about that a lot. Okay, so I have to stop obsessing about my work and channel because it doesn't grow. It goes down. Okay, so whichever way you look at it, I'm daydreaming and wanting more, nostalgic energy, really believing that there's more for me to get, right? Now, if we go to any of you that are out there, you're wanting the perfect male or the perfect female. You're trying to manifest or trying to an Empress that may not budge. An Empress might not budge. And that's why that's become an addiction and feeling lonely, because you're realizing that this person doesn't chase or budge. They do what they want. They remain in their own seat, in their own power. Okay, they don't chase. Like, if this person chases you, you want to think yourself lucky. Okay, but like sometimes the Empress can be a person that's very stoic, like the Emperor. Doesn't get off one's high horse and doesn't come running after people. Okay, does it themselves, very sufficient. Okay, that's why it's a fish. Very sufficient, run my own clock, do my own thing, get on with my own life. Feeling good, feeling luxurious, giving myself a load of R&R, giving myself some attention, okay? So if this is to do with around where someone's really annoyed at this person for not doing much, is because they've probably learnt self-sufficient daydreaming of a life with themselves, maybe. Now, for some of you, you could be daydreaming about an Empress, okay? But, you know, male energies alike. Let's see, ain't shit. What's this to do with ain't shit? Now, it doesn't have to be a Pisces, right? Because you've got another energy here as also possibly being Pisces. It's just because I read in numbers, that's all. It doesn't definitely mean that. Okay, but someone here definitely does have a projection towards a mother, that's for sure. So you got a lot of karmic energy going on around one's mum, okay? So, meaning like children towards mothers or mothers towards kids and exes, okay? Because this is the arsehole that's ruined my life, the bitch that ruins my life, the one that never allows me to start doing things for myself, okay? The person that broke my heart, the one that keeps arguing, okay? The one that's in the way, okay? Noah's Ark, they came in 2 by 2, not 3 by 3. Okay, and that's what you've got, 3 by 3. So you got a plank of wood in the way, really. What's the bad habits? 6 of Cups. Something in the family. There's like I said, this could be a divorce separation. 3 of Swords, 6 of Cups, meaning someone that may have a relationship, they're in a relationship, but this would be a projection of that bitch ain't my, you know, that you're not supposed to be with them. You're not supposed to be with him or her. You know, how come you ran off with her or him? And that's not fair. Okay, because there is a relationship here. But there's a very toxic situation going on around family members. But who doesn't have the Addams family values, right? You could be called Wednesday, right, January? But like, you know, bad habits within the family, okay? That can normally mean just day-to-day stuff, batshit crazy mother or father, or it would mean that I had kids involved with, you know, exes and stuff, okay? Tell me more about this 6 of Cups, please. This is where I think people are going to get really salty here. 4, draining and tired, okay? What's lonely? What's lonely is the Ten of Swords, Libra energy, and then 3. I have never seen so many 3s in all my life, so I can only really kind of try to guide you what I'm hearing. For some of you, like I said, and this has been coming up through my readings, and I've also started to do a lot of February monthlies, the divorce settlement and the court case that's been ongoing here, which means that if any of you are mixed up in this energy, regardless of whatever it is, someone wants more but they can't seem to get out of the court case, which means that they're not really 100% ready for a relationship, possibly because of the amount of 3s. It might mean that I'm lonely and I'm getting a divorce, but I'm not yet divorced, but that doesn't mean that I can't not look for another partner. But if you could look for another partner and you have been doing that, then why is all of this energy coming through of this blaming energy and the bad habits and the drug, the bad habits of blame and the lonely energy? Like I said, when sometimes people have been married for so long, they have a certain way of going through like PTSD and traumatic energy, which means that I'm still going through an ending, and I'm still going through that ending, and that ending is what remains in my psyche all of the time, in my mind. I keep trying to manifest something better in my life, but because the majority of my time is took up by darkness and dark thoughts and dark feelings of the past, my mind can't possibly think about one direction of one thing that I want in my life for Christmas. So it's exactly what I said at the beginning, guys. For some people, because this energy here is so important of dark and light, I'm thinking very nice, light, vibrant thoughts at night that of something that I might want in my life, but my energy ends up doing that in my mind. My mind creates dark thinking and dark thoughts and also light ones during the day. Okay, that's why you have the moon and the sun. So it can be during the day I feel great, but at night when I'm on my own I feel crap, because I start thinking about, oh, I'm on my own, I've just got home from work, I'm on my own, there's no one here to come home to. Okay, and then it takes up the majority of my time at night. That's because the sun's gone down and the moon's come up. Okay, and then sometimes some people can do it the opposite way around, I don't know, but I'm picking up like cycles of like the sun and the moon, like going to work and feeling really good and whatnot, but then all of a sudden when I realise that I'm actually on my own and I'm at night, I start like replaying out the past, start thinking, oh my God, where's my life gone, and blah blah blah, and why can't I just have some luck, and why can't things just go my way, and why do I constantly have to keep dealing with my past energy for all of the time? Okay, so like I said, sometimes some people here, they're trying to get out of a commitment that they were in, but they're finding it difficult to be able to do that because they possibly have children, a mortgage, rent, having to go to court to be able to get out of that situation at court, which means longer time spent in these energies where it's a habit. I can't seem to manifest anything new into my life because of what I'm still going through karmically. Sometimes spirit can say to you, okay, you can't choose 3 paths, we can only ever really give you one. We can't give you a partner until you're out of the circumstance that you're in. We can't physically do that. We can't bring someone into your energy that is going to be, what do you put it? How would you put that? We can't give you a single direction of path with a person to look forward to in the future, okay, until there's a decision that is made that is not really upon spirit. Earth energy, has to go to court first, and then we can't really give you someone that's going to be serious with you, okay? So we can give you like flings, we can give you like, 1 minute wanderers and just kind of like a few kind of like soulmates that are kind of like, oh, I've kind of got a few options and I've got a few things that are like biding my time, but really, why is no one really serious coming along? And where's my dream lover? Why is that not happening? It's because of that. It's because of this contract. okay, that isn't over yet, because your mind is going between dark and light, light and dark, dark and light, light and dark, dark and light, you know, and when's it over? Can't be over. I need it to be over. I want to get on with my life. I can't while this is still weighing me down. I really blah, blah, blah. That's just the mind going through its process. So there's an energy here for a lot of you that the timing for a relationship isn't right. It's not right, because your path hasn't been chosen for you yet. Okay, so it means divine timing has probably put things in front of you, but everybody that's come your way, it's been third party interaction. It's been maybe people that have been with other people. Like, you know, I met someone and I've been talking to them, but they're with a husband or a wife, or I've met someone and they're with a girlfriend or a boyfriend. And every time I spoke to someone, it's really because they're actually with someone else, and why can't they choose me? Because if you are married and you are with someone, okay, that gives you what you want. Okay, so like, well, I keep finding people that are already hooked up in relationships, but I'm married, yeah, but I don't want to be married. I just want to move on and meet a partner. I can do that. Of course you can. But if spirit has been just giving you this all the time, it's giving you what you've been thinking about all of the time, which is my divorce, my marriage, my separation. So why have I suddenly manifested people that are in relationships and married, or, you know, blah, 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 and they've got a lot of stuff going on with 3, 3, and 3? That's because you're married, okay? So spirit just bides your time by giving you people that are not serious, because you are not out of something yet. If you were out of something and the majority of your time was clear-minded and thought processed of, spirit probably wouldn't be throwing a load of these 3s your way. Okay, so it can be a lonely thought of like, man, I really want to get out of this. I really want to get out of this. When's my court date coming? When can I get out of this third party relationship? Or if it's not marriage and it's, when can I get out of this third party relationship? When is this third party relationship when are they going to stop going back to the other woman or the man? When will they stop doing that? They came into my life and then they suddenly went back to that person again. They told me that they wasn't going to, but they did. Listen to your head. Honestly, truthfully, listen to your head. When are they going to go back? Why did they go back? Are they back? Are they going to go back? I don't trust them. I'm sure that they are. Are they? I don't really know. Okay, now I do know. Oh, they went back to their ex. I knew that they would do. I let them back into my life, or I went into their life, and now all of a sudden they're back with that other person, and so on and so. And now I haven't got anybody. I'm on my own. That really isn't fair. Why does this keep happening? If that is what your mind constantly tells yourself, then these why you keep getting these. This is why you keep getting these, because it can come from an energy of needing. I would really love a relationship and I want a relationship, and you meet someone and spirit puts you to the test. And they put you in the test with someone that's with someone. Okay, and then you're kind of like, you go through that process of thoughts. Okay, that's kind of what I've got for you. That's a very random spirit message. I don't think I've really come up with that one before, but I've never really looked for spirit messages in these because I've normally just done star signs. So that's your daily spirit message. That's what they're trying to get you to look at, is to understand maybe why does this keep happening, and to look at your thoughts, okay, and to try and stop thinking about why, okay, or the other person, or are they going to do this, or are they going to do that, or they did do this or they did do that. Try and relax your mind. If any of you are relating to the story where it's because I'm married and I don't want to be, and I am out of that, and I am single to be able to meet someone, I'm just not divorced yet. If any of you are kind of going through that, but you wonder why you're not really meeting anybody, that's like, I'm just not meeting anybody, or everybody I meet is already hooked up with someone. It's because spirit is getting you to persevere through that divorce and fight through it to come out of the other end. They're getting you to do that, so then you can start manifesting and understanding what manifesting truly is as a single person. And trust me, that is no more any easier than what that is when you're going through that either. Because then you can end up really, really wanting someone, and you can be like, we'll go through that later. Anyway, there you go, guys. Thanks very much. Really appreciate it. So if you want to stick around, you've got star signs that are all over here. If you're not finding them on here, then you will need to go over to Patreon, because I also run a Patreon. And majority of weeklies and monthlies and teaching stuff that I also do is all over on Patreon. You can find that link provided below. It really does help me out financially and join our little family of people that go over there. And you will get a lot more things over on Patreon. Okay, guys? So thanks very much, and I'll see you soon.